Merry Christmas! It's been a little while since I've done one of these, and because it's a little dark in my new house, that's why the screen doesn't look quite right to me. But the reason it's been a while is because I was looking for a house in Pensacola to be closer to my dad, and I was keeping it quiet because I actually forgot that I talked to my younger brother about it. And when I moved, I was trying to keep it quiet so he wouldn't find out because I wanted to surprise him when he came up for Christmas. And while he was surprised by a few things, he had already known that I was planning on moving up here because I talked to him because he's one of my best friends. But I kind of forgot all that. So I am in my new house. It's less than a mile from my dad and my older brother, and I am extremely happy to be in Pensacola so close to them. It's the short time I've been here. I moved here the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and it's Christmas night. Um, my relationship with my older brother has gotten stronger. It's gotten back to um, not exactly the way it was when we were younger, but it's getting there. He and I have very strong differences politically, so I think he's learned just don't talk to me about his political opinion because it is so strong. Mine isn't as strong, but there are things that he and I don't agree on, which is fine. That's normal. But there's no reason for us to have that hinder our relationship. He's been extremely helpful around my house, um, fixing things for me and supervising me when I needed it because there are times when I need supervision when I'm working on things. So anyway, things are great in my new house. Love it. And today I switched over to my 18th step for my aligners. My teeth are a little sore. It's the whole mouth that's sore, but my front teeth, I'm so happy with my top teeth because this one has gotten even with the other front tooth. Yay! And my bottom teeth, I was happy with those a long time ago. But let me see if I can shed some light on this area. Oh, that's a little bright. Okay, so that might help. So, see? Yay. That's still that little chiclet, but I have a feeling they're going to get it moved. But I'm still real happy because at first I was nervous. Light. I was nervous that this wouldn't get moved forward, but it is. So, yay. I do need to contact Candid because on my schedule, it thinks I'm on step 16. Definitely not. Let me make sure. Oh, it thinks I'm on step 17. So it thinks I'm a step behind. But, so I need to let them know so that they have my retainers ready. Retainers ready when I'm done with 19. So I'm happy with that. I stopped using Nutrisystem because I still have dinners from my last order, which again was over a month ago. But it's been, I think the gentleman said it had been 28 months that I was on Nutrisystem. So when I called to cancel, they didn't try to push me to stay on it because they knew I had already been on it for probably too long. The thing with Nutrisystem, is they don't want you on it forever. They want you to learn to cook for yourself. And I've sort of been learning that with the help of my brother and my dad. Um, I don't really cook like David does, but I'll make like a salad in a bag, and I'll put either canned chicken in it or my spicy veggie burgers into that salad. Um, and then breakfast is, when I eat breakfast, it's normally 2 egg whites and one slice of Ezekiel bread. So, and I have been naughty when I go bowling, which I finished my Monday night league. But when I go bowling, I always get a bacon cheeseburger, no bun, no mustard. But I get the fries, so a little bad. But I'm still under 200. Um, I'm not under 180, so I got to work on that. I did walk to my dad's house today, this morning when I went over there for Christmas. That's only 0.8 miles, so I really do need to put a little bit more exercise in my life, especially since I quit bowling on Monday. I am bowling on Wednesday until April, and I'm going to stop that league. Some of the reasons, both of those leagues are in Fort Walton Beach, and I want to bowl over here. I would really like to bowl Friday mornings with my dad, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do that the whole league, but hopefully I'll be able to do it for most of the league. And Monday I quit because there was a guy on my team that was a little too exuberant. When you're in 15th place out of 24 teams and your teammate is telling you that you have to beat the person beside you, when my only goal is to get my average, I'm not there to compete. If I was there to compete, I wouldn't join because I knew I wasn't that good. I was there to have fun. And he just got on my nerves way too much, to the point where there were a couple times where I actually flat out told him to shut up and leave me alone. Every time he threw the ball, he would want to analyze out loud to somebody what he had done wrong. And it wasn't like he was a 250 bowler. So he just got on my nerves way too much. It just caused me way too much anxiety, which I can cause myself anxiety. The Wednesday night league, there were 2 people on my team, married couple, who I really like, except when the husband gets drunk, which is now, before he even starts bowling, he's a little lit. And he's not a happy drunk. He's a loud, obnoxious Republican drunk. And he says things loud enough to where I think he hopes somebody will overhear him and disagree with him and try and start shit with him. But people are smart enough that they just ignore him. But I'm there to have fun. I'm not there to listen to his views on Trump and how the impeachment process is a big scam, and his view on gays, that he doesn't want it shoved down his throat, which I know y'all went the wrong place with that, but it's ridiculous to me. If he doesn't, it's not that if he doesn't want it, he's shoving his opinion down other people's throats. And if you don't want it done to you, then shut the fuck up, pardon my French, but still, just shut up. So normally this is a thing about my aligners, but because it's been so long, I decided to just mash everything together. Um, Christmas was so good this year. It really was just awesome. This is the third year without mom, and the first year was okay. We did okay. Last year it just was a little off. I don't know. It was just, but this year it was. I'm so happy here. It was really nice having Eric here, and he's here. He's going to be at Margaritaville, and he's bowling tomorrow with us. David's even going bowling with Dad and I tomorrow. So I'm really excited about that. All three of us got drones, and I didn't take mine out because I was going to try and drive it by myself. But David, I think David figured out that I was a little nervous about the whole thing. So he had practiced his before Eric and I got ours. Um, and so when Eric and I got ours, David and Eric charged theirs up. David drove his outside or flew it, and I was watching him do everything. And then Eric did his, and then David charged his up and had me try it. So I really think that was helpful to me that David helped me gain some confidence in working this drone. And I have a huge backyard, so I'm looking forward to playing with mine out in my backyard. Um, Eric got me an Apple TV, which I've heard of them. I didn't know what they were, but if y'all don't know, it's just this little black box. And okay, so it's that little black box. Let me see if I can. Where's the thing? Oh, there I am. Okay, so right there, that little black box that's under the TV. Bing, 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 bing. And it allows me to watch all my subscription thingies on the TV instead of on the iPad, which the iPad's really dark, and I could have hooked up my computer to the TV and done it that way, but the other computer or the other TV, I'm using it for a monitor because I think I've been approved to work, or at least submit the paperwork to work from home twice a week, 2 days out of the week. Hopefully Thursday and Friday is what I asked for. Um, but my manager and I are going to fill out the paperwork next week to submit through upper management. So the other TV and my computer are in my back office area. And anyway, I got totally sidetracked with all this. But this little Apple TV, I have Amazon Prime as a trial, and I've been watching the Marvelous Miss Maisel. So now I've got it on the TV, and it's just so much brighter. Ooh, my eyes got big. Um, it's so much brighter on the TV. So I really like that Apple TV thing. My sister-in-law, who's my bonus sister, who she stayed home, which is understandable. My family can be very intense, so we do miss her a lot, but we also understand that it's just better for her to be home, but we do miss her. She got me this really nice little purse, and I immediately swapped everything out from my old purse to this new little thing. It's awesome. And she and Eric got me this throw that is pink flamingos with a pineapple on top of the flamingos. Well, I like flamingos. My favorite is dolphins, but I also like flamingos because, duh, it's Florida. So the throw is like Erica and I, because she's into the pineapples, which I'm kind of into pineapples too. So Christmas was wonderful. I got an electric hedger because I have hedges out front, and now I'll be able to even those out without borrowing my dad's. Um, Man, I got so many cool things. The drone is just awesome. I love that drone. I never thought I would, but yeah, I'm gonna enjoy driving that thing around. Excuse me, flying that thing around. So it was a good Christmas. But the aligners are going well. Um, Nikki, my best friend that's in Texas, I think she's going to be done with hers real soon because I think she was going to be done with hers before me. Melissa, my friend in Niceville, I think is on the retainers now. So I think she's totally done with hers. Or maybe she had some fine tuning that she wanted done, so she maybe has 2 more weeks of um, this, and then she gets her aligners. So all of us that kind of started around the same time are doing well with our liners. Wow, this is a long video. I am so sorry, y'all. But like I said, it has been a while. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. I know normally only 2 people watch this thing, but, you know, sorry if I chattered on. But look at my teeth. Aren't they awesome? Yeah. Lemon teeth. Smiley teeth. So, my baby girl. Hi, baby girl. She's so cute. So, Merry Christmas, everybody, and I hope all of you have a safe New Year. And I will update again, hopefully in 2 weeks when I get my next set in. So, Merry Christmas.